all, Caitlin here with BlackBoxStocks. Today's special guest includes one of Team BlackBox moderators, The Kang. The Kang has been trading for 14 years and has been with Team BlackBox for 2 years. Today he'll be sharing how he uses the charts and studies to find his winning trades. The Kang, are you ready? We're excited to hear what you have to say.
Most definitely, I'm ready to talk about all of the everything that I'm using in the BlackBox platform. Really love the system because it boils down a lot of information in very easy to read and easy to interpret ways so that you can make very quick decisions when you're trading. Um, so first and foremost, saw this come through. So as I'm evaluating the trade, of course, the first thing that I want to do is before I, decide to take the trade is to go into the chart. And again, I don't even have to leave the platform. I can basically come right over to the chart. You can blow it up if you like. I just like to keep everything here, but basically you can come over to the chart and it allows you, again, kind of staying in the platform to kind of analyze, okay, in terms of where we are support and resistance wise, or where we are longer term, do I really want to take the trade? And so this actually was one of the ones that I was looking at today, and actually did grab some 165s out. So I did follow this right here on Roku. She has been on a tear, but I did decide to take this. So again, just kind of looking at Roku as well. Another thing that I like here is that if they break it down for calls, puts, different parts of the flow, but you can also see overall what is most active for the day. So again, if I'm looking at the trade and I see here, okay, they're sweeping into Roku, you can see that, primarily we've had a lot of calls that are coming in today for them. You can also take a look and see, kind of what the big boys are doing and what the collective enthusiasm is behind a position. And so again, I see here that, a little over $2 million is coming to Roku today, over 32 positions. So again, a lot of money coming in today. So it's something that I want to take a look at. So here, just taking a look at this chart, I can see, that as, for an intraday trade that, we did have a little dip in the morning, but as we got that excitement throughout the day and she started to rise, or she started to appreciate in value throughout the day, the price action started to move up. One of the things that I like to play here is I like to play chart patterns. So of course, kind of backing up, this Roku trade was December the 20th, and I did go out for the December the 20th 165s. But at the same time, I did play this intraday as well off of the chart pattern that she was showing here. So as you can see, I could have drawn these lines, and you can definitely in the platform here, you can draw. There are tools here to be able to draw your support and resistance lines as well as your chart patterns if that's your style of trading. But for me, just to keep it clean, what I did is I put my moving averages that I use. And then also what I did is I, just kept it clean so that you could be able to see the pattern here without putting too much on the chart. So as you can see here, we kind of stalled out around this 156.40 area. And we also found support around 154.80, 82-ish right here intraday. And then also this orange line right here is VWAP. So we know that volume weighted average price can have support throughout the day. So this was an excellent kind of putting these two together. This was an excellent trade to take off of this setup. As you can see here, this came in at 11:30 this morning. And this came in right as we were in a period of consolidation, right around in here, right? I would say right in the middle of this pennant. So you can see that the price action, again, that orange line is VWAP. So she basically bounced off of VWAP there, and she didn't really break below it with any kind of volume. So in my style of trading, again, just kind of looking at that pennant where she's basically coiling up there, the price action is, and then I see that someone is placing a big order and they're sweeping in above the ask, 472,000 on Roku. That's pretty big. That's definitely something that I want to pay attention to. And I can see that that OI was exceeded in one trade. Then that's something that, as I've evaluated here, I've looked at the chart. The technicals look good. I can see here that, the big boys are placing some pretty big orders on Roku, and it looks like they're pretty excited as the price action continues to move up. So that's a trade that I took, and it actually has worked out pretty well so far today. And I can honestly say that that's probably something that I wouldn't be able to do without Blackbox, because I wouldn't have the visibility to see, what people are doing in real time. So that's just kind of walking through a trade and walking through, how you can use the system in real time to make real profits. And so for me, that is what that just based on the platform are some of the major benefits. Also, you know, Blackbox also gives you a lot of functionality. So here, like if I wanted to see just I know that there's a lot of strikes, but if I just wanted to see the 165, so if I've taken the trade or if I'm trying to evaluate getting into the trade, I can click here and see if there are any other orders in for 165, or if there were any other trades done on that strike. And again, this can work on any ticker and for any strike. So I really like being able to dial down on, seeing if there are multiple orders on a strike. Also, another thing that I think that is really, really valuable, and that I really like, is if you go down here to alerts. I need to just go to all options. But you can see here, and these will come through the day, and they give you an alert. You can set an audible alert, or it'll pop up on the screen to where it's really visible. But you can see here that there are a lot of different alerts that are coming through the day, not just in the flow, but here when it's kind of popping out to say, here, take a look at this, take a look at this. And as you can see, we've had some pretty good gains on some of these. My favorite is what they call a rapid fire alert. And that basically is when you just have people who are continuing to hit, a certain strike or expiration on a certain ticker. And I really love to play those because they can definitely get some good momentum behind them. So there's definitely a lot of ways, from news to the flow to the way that they've really broken it down for you, really easy, to understand. And there's the good thing also is that there is a community of traders here as well. And I can honestly say for me that the community of traders has been awesome as well, because we're all there to support each other, and we all, are there to kind of lean on each other throughout the day and share that knowledge. So that's how I use the platform. And I can definitely say that it's an invaluable tool for me. Since I've been with Blackbox, it's definitely helped me to improve my trading.
The King, thank you for showing us how you use BlackBoxStocks alerts to day trade support and resistance levels. One more question before you go, and that is, how does trading with BlackBoxStocks give you an advantage in the marketplace?
The way it gives me an advantage in the marketplace is to be able to see in real time what's going on in terms of what orders are coming in, um, how excited someone is, so what type of orders coming in, calls or puts. But it really gives me the ability to, we know that time in this business is of the essence, and seconds matter. And so one of the things that I love about Blackbox is being able to see in real time um, orders that are coming through, and sometimes they're hitting specific bids, back to back to back to back. Or if you see in your charts, or if you're familiar with specific tickers, when we're getting to really big inflection points in trading or price action, you can start to see real time orders coming in, and either sweeps or people hitting the ask or the bid, just based, and you can kind of gauge the excitement level, I guess, is the best way that I can explain it there. Um, and that's just kind of that's just on the flow. But also, it gives you an advantage because you can see real time news. I use it to scan the market in the morning so I can see, uh, if there's a lot of volume coming into certain things. So there's a lot of different areas that I really think that are super valuable that BlackBox offers that I know personally that if I didn't have it, I definitely wouldn't be as effective of a trader. I think it's a really important tool to have. And so for me, um, there are a lot of different features, like I said, from news, pre-market scanner, and even after hours, you have a post-market scanner to look at as well. Um, and couple that with the alerts in real time is something that I definitely rely on a day-to-day basis.
Thank you, the Kang. It was so cool learning how you combine support and resistance with the black box options flow. From Team Black Box, this is Caitlin, and that's all we have for today. Remember to click subscribe below to receive more exciting trading videos just like this one. You can also visit our website, www.blackboxstocks.com, to become a new member with us. As a new member, you'll receive instant access to the cool trading tools, alerts, and charts that the King mentioned today. Remember, no one trades alone at BlackBoxStocks. See you next time.